Jack.
He's not there yet. He's waiting 45 seconds.
Jack, we're waiting.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, Jack Thomas.
What up?
What is up?
My friend? What is going on?
What up?
What's going on? Is there a Coronaspiracy? I want to know what you know because you know what we don't know.
I mean, of course it's a Corona conspiracy, bro. You gotta understand, this is the New World Order taking place, man.
Dude, where did it come from? Did it come from McDonald's or did it come from McDonald's?
Well, it's actually a very intricate plan. It actually came from a secret laboratory in China that was funded by Russia, that was told to funded by England as a third party with the Queen at the very top of it. And then she was this far removed, so it couldn't be traced to her. But of course, we know.
We could trace the Queen to Prince Harry. He's got it. He's this.
No, it's way more complicated than that.
Yeah, it goes on further.
It goes.
The Queen's great granddaughter is called Queen Elizabeth. It's called Elizabeth as well.
I call her Queen COVID. I call her Queen COVID, Jack.
You think it's Queen COVID? You call her Queen COVID?
I do. The bad queen.
Her great granddaughter is called Elizabeth as well, right? Ooh. And now that girl's father is who's going to be crowned king in July, I believe it's going to happen. And I think he's going to randomly step down and choose his granddaughter, who's secretly the clone of the queen, to then take place and run the new crown.
And he wouldn't be able to do this legitimately without the virus outbreak.
Yes, because think about how many people in the royal family are going to drop dead from the virus.
I'm old, I could die. Take this young one. Take the young one.
Wow.
Queen Lizzie, the 40 snurkins. Fuck.
Seems really complicated though. Couldn't you if you were the king just be like, nah, I'm just gonna my daughter's the queen now and that's it?
Couldn't you kill your daughter? Couldn't you eat your daughter and become queen and king?
Here's the thing: it has to go down a certain path. There's a sort of tradition that it has to go by. The firstborn is either dead, incapable, or resigns. Then it goes to the next in line. And in this case, the son of the queen is too old to be king. He might himself be in danger from the coronavirus, so had to skip him and go to his son, which has the daughter, who's Elizabeth as well, who is just a clone of the queen to start with. So she's going to continue ruling eventually as her clone.
That's a lot of dirty cloning. I went a totally different conspiracy on this one, and I felt like it's a ghost bat. I feel like bats have just been shunned by people for so long. I run screaming when I see a bat. They're dirty and they're gross and they're fucking bats. And this ghost bat, he's so sad. He just wants to be loved, and he's giving us a chance. He's giving us a chance. He's gonna see if we're gonna love bats. If we go out and we start loving on bats, he's gonna let up. But if we don't, he's gonna fucking corona all over us.
I completely agree. We were warned ahead of time. If you don't remember, Bane, he told us he locked down the city ahead of time. He told us that the problem was the bat and that it was trouble. So he locked down the city. He was wearing a mask ahead of time. He told everybody beware of the bat, and we didn't listen.
Yeah, Ghost Bat. He's coming. He's coming to sci-fi as soon as I can sell the Ghost Bat story. Will it end? What will it end with, though, Jack? Will it end with this? Will it end with another Rona? Will there be other Ronas?
Well, that then takes us into a way more complicated location, because we got to think that there's not just one conspiracy that's the setup to retain the royal crown for the same queen, but also the population control. It just so happens to be that immediately after a bunch of old people told the young people, fuck your climate problems, we're going to be dead by then suddenly a virus that kills only the older people shows up. This was made in retaliation for the old people being a bunch of dickwads to the planet.
Fuck the boomers. We don't need the boomers. Fuck them. They're no good for us anyway.
Now,
it's a heavy reason.
Yeah.
Look, I don't want to shit on everybody's theories here because they're legitimate theories. Queen Elizabeth, Ghost Bat, and young people hating old people.
Yeah.
All legitimate and stuff, but like
We're young and we're fun.
Really, what you guys are disregarding is you're disregarding that we're what I call the shit dimension. So there's several like dimensions out there, and what the other dimensions, because we don't know they exist, but they know we exist, and they know that they all exist. They have like a council.
They got dimension.
And and so they got together and they realized like, here's what we'll do. All the bad shit that happens in our dimension, we're just gonna put it on the shit dimension, and we're that dimension. So they send all of their viruses and stuff to us. So that's like COVID like 19 and bird flu and Ebola, and then COVID 20 through 30 it's just all dimensional viruses that are coming from these other dimensions, and we're like a sewer, you know, like the end of the lagoon.
I actually agree. There's a couple of layers to that, because you got to understand that in higher dimensions, what we consider to be inanimate might be alive. And in this case, the planet itself in a higher dimension has a consciousness of its own. And on this end, the consciousness of that planet just looks like a virus that went rampant. But it's reality. It's just the planet is pissed that we're over here fucking it up, so it attacked us back.
Ooh. We're getting the runoff. We're getting all the corona... what is that? Alchemy. The Corona alchemy. The Corona alchemy.
Yeah. It's this coming to alchemy. The creation of things is also part of this problem, and it comes down to the toilet paper companies that set this entire thing up. That's actually the Illuminati to start with.
I was going to say the alchemist.
Shadow.
Can an alchemist save us though?
No, because the alchemists are working for the toilet paper companies.
Oh.
Who's running them? Are they lizards or cats?
Here's a problem with that. There's the war that's been going on in the background is so incredibly complicated that at this point, telling which one is which, because you got to understand that the lizards are shapeshifters. Okay. So if they look like a cat, is it a cat?
Or is it a lizard?
Oh! I've been petting some cat for years, and I don't even know. I can't even trust that fucking cat.
I don't know what he is.
He's got little lizard legs. He's got little front lizard legs. How do you
now, theoretically, I'm thinking that the economy, after it collapsed completely, everybody who already has all the toilet paper is gonna be rich, because the toilet paper
currency
become the new economy.
Yeah.
What about the drizzology? What about the drizz-conomy?
The drizz-conomy? Yeah. That sounds dirty.
It does. What do you have planned for the economy, Drizz?
Yeah, well, really what you guys are missing in all this is that I've created COVID-19. I teamed up with some Chinese guy. He was like, yo, I got this thing. And I was like, yo, that's cool. I was like, what does it do for me? And he's like, yo, bro, you're going to be able to make the sickest raps. And I'm like, y'all fucking cool. What do I got to do? He's like, just give me a couple million. So I gave him like a couple million, and he made this thing in like the lab. And like he fucking released it on the world. And now I got a bunch of rap songs about COVID-19. They're going to be good for about like 20 or 30 years. I could just rap about this shit.
So they last. You're like the new Eminem?
Yeah, it's cool though. People are gonna love it. The Chinese guy was like, yo, Drizz, and I was like, yo, Chinese guy, and he was like, yo, for the next like 30 years, all people are gonna be thinking about is COVID-19, and because your raps are gonna be like talking about COVID-19, you're gonna make millions. And I was like, cool. So I gave him millions to make millions. Yeah.
This is where I got the right idea. I think the Drizz should invest in his own company for music and like patent music on coronavirus, so that all the songs that come out related have to give you royalties, thus making the Drizz the richest musician and producer in all of history.
Yeah, I'm fucking on that already.
Drizz, get on that.
And I highly recommend everybody buy all the toilet paper.
Yeah! That's what I feel like is our new currency.
We need it. We won't be able to buy things. People are freaking out thinking, 5G, and they're going to put chips in us, and this is all part of the bigger plan. No, they've already begun the bigger plan, which is getting everybody to buy the goddamn toilet paper.
They put the chips in the toilet paper.
You buy things with the sheets you have. And if we have no sheets, we can't buy food.
What are you hoarding, Jack? Are you hoarding the toilet paper? What have you stocked up on?
Oh, I stocked up on hot sauce.
Oh.
That's amazing. Like one brand of hot sauce or like several different brands of hot sauce?
Yeah.
Hot sauce. I got every hot sauce.
Fuck the mild. Fuck the mild.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, God. I went all the way. I got the habaneros and the black peppers and all that stuff.
Ghost sauce? Ghost pepper sauce? Ghost bat? Pepper sauce.
I'm not going to lie. One of my biggest concerns the other day while taking a dump, one of this thing I do every year is I go to this thing called the Hop Sauce Fest, where you get to taste beer and hot sauce, and it's the coolest thing in the world. And I'm like, fuck, this thing's going to be canceled. Like, I'm not going to be able to burn my mouth and drink beer.
I'm pissed that Scott Baio Fest is canceled.
Scott Baio Fest is canceled.
Yeah, that's depressing. That was a couple of opportunities there waiting.
Yes. Every opportunity was hinging on Scott Baio Fest, and then this fucking COVID shit started. I feel like Scott Baio started this shit. That's what I feel.
Bro, think about it. He got pissed. He left. Time goes by. He's letting it marinate. He contacts the Chinese. He's like, we got to get back at these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
What country is hit harder? The United States, right? What country are you in? The United States, right? Perfect connection.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fuck, we are. Fuck.
Think about it. And it got canceled. He probably knew you were headed in that direction. He did all of this intentionally.
We knew. We found out about it. We knew he was going to be there, and then I was like...
He knew Rob called him a cunt on Twitter, and he was like, that fucking guy is going to try to come to my festival, so I'm going to cancel my festival by infecting the entire world.
Well, what about
with
Trump?
a virus.
What about Trump, though? Is he going to win another term? Like, because he's handling this. He's
doing a good job.
He's trumping
doing
it.
the best job. Trump is going to save all of us. Haven't you seen all the right is totally supporting his great, lovely actions and total understanding of what's happening? He has full comprehension of the problem at hand, and he's made nothing but right moves straight through.
Like I've been wearing like a certified like medical mask, and Trump was like, "Nah, bro, just wear a scarf," and I didn't know
I
that
just
was
love
okay.
that. Like first he said it was a hoax, and then he was like, maybe it's real. Like he's changing. He shows good change.
You gotta understand. I think he's been right across every time he changed his mind.
Yeah.
You gotta understand that the virus itself has changed, and he's just been reporting on that change.
Yeah.
Some days the virus is harmless. Some days it's completely tragic.
Yeah, some days we're gonna go to Easter Sunday service. Some days we're not. You know, it's gonna be all over the place.
Yeah, he doesn't have any incorrect information. He's not misinformed and misinforming. He's just the most educated. He gets the information the second it happens, and we're still on the previous information, trying to work our way to his level.
Oh yeah, he's got the best education. We're not even close to what he's.
For sure, he has all the best words, bro. Come on.
So guys, we're gonna have to like once this goes away and stuff, like Trump says, it's just gonna disappear. So one of these days, it's just gonna be gone.
Yeah.
So we need to work together and cash in. So I was thinking we make a documentary and we call it Trump Ain't Afraid of No Ghost Bat.
Ooh, I was thinking the Corona kids is like the baby boom.
Ooh,
I feel like everybody stuck at home is just coming in girls. Coming in their girls. Like, so there's going to be a bunch of Corona kids that come out of this.
Hey, everybody stuck at home is coming in their girls?
Yeah. That could be a new Driz CD.
It's coming in their girls. Tragically, as dark as it is, I'm sure that's happening in abundance for those motherfuckers who are trapped in their home and were already doing it.
Coming to my girls. I feel like that's all you can do in this pandemic.
You know who's really suffering right now? It's the priests, bro. Nobody's coming to see them. They don't have range to touch any children.
They don't got the boys. They're gonna shoot their fucking brains out.
Yep, their desires have been cut short. Eventually there's going to be an app or something, right? They're going to just be able to molest the kids through an app that they've made, and parents are just going to agree to have their children jump on the app because religion or whatever.
Yeah.
Or the priest is eventually going to realize they can use the power of God to get the children to church, because they could just be like, listen, guys, you got to bring your little boys here.
God's
and
the
if they come to the church, they won't get COVID. But you
got
to leave the little boys there. Like, you got to leave.
You go.
You go. Leave the boys, and they won't get COVID.
If your children come, and then I come, then COVID don't come.
Right. Damn.
Nobody's coming except us.
I need to get a job as a priest.
Damn right.
I mean, if you want to be free of tax, that is where you need to go. What's my mind that Dennis Rodman didn't become a priest?
I feel like that's where Kobe would have been right now, if he didn't go up in the whirly bird.
See, here's the problem. Kobe wasn't into little boys, only little girls.
The Kobe girls.
The Kobe girls.
Fuck, Jack. I don't know where we can go from here. I don't know.
I don't know, man. It's a fucked up world, but we gotta keep moving forward, right?
Are you an essential like we are? Like me and Slim are essentials, Jack.
We are essentials.
Are you an essential?
Oh, hell no, dude. I'm a spoiled rich kid. I don't have any responsibility.
Can your parents adopt me?
I guess. How old are you?
43.
Oh, yeah, definitely. They're probably dead by now, but it's fine.
So you don't even know if they're dead.
No,
they
you
may
don't
be
know,
dead.
Jack. I was going to ask, too, as a clone, how do you feel about this? Are you scared, or do you feel like you got to back up?
No, I got a backup. As soon as anything is going to happen, there's actually a little electronic chip in the back of my mind that consistently uploads me into a server. And as soon as anything happens to me, they'll just hit play on the other end, and a different clone is going to have my entire memory up until the moment that I died. So I'm fine.
Do we all have that, or just you?
Oh, no. Just the clones that work for the Illuminati.
How do I get in that club organization? That clubinization?
Well, first I need to kill you, and you needed to be rich.
Oh, I'm neither dead.
I mean, you
rich.
can look. What I'll tell you is, it's perfectly legal to walk in a bank with gloves and a mask. So figure it out.
Okay, give me a mask, Slim.
Yeah, you could just join the Knights of Driz.
The Drizinati? The Knights of Driz.
Yeah, if at any time you've ever wanted to go into a bank fully covered and protected and with no identity revealed, this is the time.
Can we get all the money if we go in with a bandana on our face?
Hey, it's better than nothing, right? They won't let you in if they can see you, they don't want you in the bank. But if they can't see you, they're like, come on in, guys.
Are those fingers in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me?
Yeah, exactly.
We read a story earlier about a guy that got turned away from going into a bank because I guess he wasn't Illuminati, and so he licked the entire glass door.
Yeah, I heard that. That's kind of crazy. But here's the thing. At this point, could you even trust fast food? How do you know those people aren't sick and the boxes they're touching aren't infected, and then you receive that in your front door and you grab it, bring it in, you just brought in the virus? Who the fuck knows, right?
Yeah, I actually, I part of me, wants some McDonald's, but part of me is like, those people are probably so pissed off that they're working that they're licking every fucking food item they give you.
And I feel like maybe McDonald's started it to get it out there.
I mean, to be fair, if you're going to go McDonald's, I feel like Corona is way less bad, so you might as well go do that.
I feel like Corona's Taco Bell. It's
the Taco Bell of fast foods.
Compared to any of that pink goo meat is probably like buying a Caesar salad at 7-Eleven.
Yeah. It's like the Corona is like the Roy Rogers of like the
Roy Rogers is better than McDonald's. What the fuck?
Yeah, Corona's the fourth Beatle who nobody knows his name.
I thought that was Bob's Big Boy.
Is it? I don't fucking know. God damn. Jack, where can we find McDonald's right now? I don't know.
There's one about 5
I'm pretty sure there's like a 40% chance that somewhere in at least 2-mile radius there's one McDonald's.
Can somebody bring me a Big Mac? Because I'm starving.
I think every mile has a McDonald's, right? Like, if you were to walk any square mile for any distance whatsoever has a McDonald's in it.
This is true.
God damn. So, Jack, do you feel like we're going to go to a recession or depression?
Here's a couple of weird
or
things.
Drizpression.
First, I think there will be depression. I find it funny that the reason that businesses are going out of business in first place and there might be a recession is because people were only buying things they need, which tells us that all these businesses had shit nobody needs.
Yes.
So in a crisis, they're going out of business because nobody needed that shit. So that's hilarious to me. Stop selling shit that's unimportant and you won't go out of business. Second, people in the higher income gap don't even experience the recession. And I realized this because when I was a kid, apparently the depression happened around me and I had no fucking idea that was a thing. Until I got older and I was told about it. And I'm like, I don't remember any of this. None of this ever happened. And it's because the depression is really only for the lower income people.
We need more rich pressions, is what we're saying.
And wouldn't that be some shit? The easiest way to fix the depression would be just tax the higher income more.
Yeah. What about some rich pressions? We'd all be fine through those.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Or just put a gap on how rich somebody could be. Just say you can't be a billionaire. You can have multi-millions, but you can't be a billionaire. Everything over the dollar that reaches you $1 billion goes to the government and then is dispersed to the people. And then nobody's ever poor.
Yeah, I'm going to give you a Drizpression. You're going to be so impressed that I left you impressive. Yeah.
No. A Drizpression. Feels like an indent.
It's like a little indent on our foreheads.
Yeah, like when a baby's newborn, you just press it on the forehead and it just stays in.
That coat hanger didn't go deep enough. We've got a Drizpression.
Running around Drizpressing all the kids in the fucking the maternity ward. Damn, I bet how has nobody done that yet? Hasn't there been a crazy guy doing that at some point?
Yeah. I feel like the Driz has been doing that. At all the points.
Baby heads.
What's that in your soft spot? It's a Drizpression.
It's a Driz.
Fuck. And Jack, I do want to ask, like, Easter Sunday is coming this Sunday. Is Zombie Jesus gonna come back and hurt any of this Rona?
Well, that's a fascinating fucking question. I just recently found out that the whole point of Easter is that Jesus is a zombie or a vampire and wants to turn everybody else into a zombie or a vampire. I also think he probably was a scientist more than a guy who came back to life. My theory behind that is that he was testing different concoctions and then he was like, I'm going to die anyway, so let me take this. And then it kicked in a couple of days later after he was dead and he came back to life. So he's Dracula, basically.
Oh, yeah, that's what I feel like. I feel like he's the one that started this. Like, this is just part of his plan.
Yeah, the corona came from his blood.
Fuck.
Corona came from Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Jesus came back to life. He gives people his blood and flesh like a vampire would. And what is supposedly where we got this infection from? A bat. And what does Dracula turn into? A bat. You see how all those dots connect? It makes perfect sense.
That's off to you!
That's off to you! Bat just Christ.
We both
Bat just Pontius, but yeah, that's
okay.
It's biblical. Biblical.
I think we gotta wrap this up, Jack.
Biblical plague.
Yeah.
Except the whole time the Bible has been about a vampire, not about some holy being.
Yeah. Jack, I'm never gonna get corona because of the copious amounts of alcohol I consume.
The Kobe Bryant's.
It kills
2020.
All the corona.
It kills the Corona.
Okay. Bro, if you want to be immune to the corona, I got a couple of different recommendations. For a fact, the cancer is the cure to corona, and something that kills cancer instantaneously is bleach. If you so needed to, That's an easy way to go. You'd kill the corona instantaneously.
No bleach at the stores right now.
A lot of bleach.
It's crazy. There's not even fucking bleach. People probably out there drinking it, killing all the corona.
Yo, that's gonna be like my 6th post-Corona virus album is called All Out of Bleach.
Is Post Malone gonna
Yeah, he's gonna be featured on my All Out of Bleach album. Yeah.
What about Bleach by Nirvana?
Yeah.
Was that a song?
That was an album.
That was a whole album?
Damn, I need to catch up on my Nirvana.
Jack, we gotta wrap this up, dude, but we're gonna find you.
Well, dude, everybody can find me on pretty much anywhere. We're on all the podcasting platforms. You can find the Just Conversation podcast wherever the hell you'd like to look, whether it be websites or podcatchers or blah, 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 blah. And you could find us on all the social medias at Just Convo Pod and hear all my beautiful thought out theories, all the profound, for a fact research that we give. It's all totally not off the top of our heads. Super thoroughly researched truth. We don't misinform all the time, every episode. So yeah.
Cool.
Good shit.
I got a mask on.
He does.
Also, I want to shout out the fucking Tap Snaps podcast. Blake on the other end. I heard him shout me out, so I'm gonna return it.
We're gonna give him back. Give him back the love.
Word. I'm owing nobody a shout out. Do that shit right back. Here you go, bro.
Jack, thank you so much for talking to us, dude.
Thanks for having me, guys. Anytime you want me to unravel the truths of the universe, because I know it all.
Ooh. We'll be talking soon, my friend.
Hell yeah. Enjoy your night, guys.
You
Take
too,
care.
my friend. Later.
Deuces.
See ya.